Hello users, welcome to Apallax. This is r/twosentencerhorror. Enjoy. The kittens are licking my toes, she giggled. As the rat's feeding began to grow more frenzied, I continued to take bets from the assembled crowd as to whether the painkillers or the hallucinogens would wear off first. I've been contemplating suicide by potion. I can't even tell my conjoined twin about it though. I was already in tears when they told me that they found my son dead, but the worst part, they gave me more than one location. My family were all greedy parasites who were waiting for me to die so they could inherit my fortune. I got the last laugh though, by giving most of it to charity and spending the rest on high-grade explosives to be detonated during the reading of my will. She sang like no one listened and danced like no one saw. She gurgled and choked as she slacked her throat because no one cared at all. I love you, son. He held my hand tight in his last breath. If I had heard that every once during those years being brutally beaten by him on a daily basis, maybe I wouldn't have pulled the trigger. After getting rid of the alien fetus in her body, she decided to burn the whole place down and went back to Earth by herself. Years later, her fellow scientists received a signal from that planet, a single word simply translated as Mother. Her cooking was honestly revolting, so I had to spit it out. Imagine my horror when it tried to slither back in. The crew discovered a hole the size of a stadium at the deepest part of the Mariana Trench. As soon as they got closer, the hole suddenly widened and they saw countless of rows of sharp teeth running endlessly down its edges. My mother had always told me she liked to be cremated when the conversation involves her death. The thing is, she was awfully reluctant as I locked her into the furnace. I just got back home, and that's when I saw the bodies were missing from the spot I left them in. I was rejoiced when I heard someone say, "There is someone alive under the rubble," but my blood froze when I heard the commander say, "Don't waste bullets on him." The woman in the bath of blood was disturbing, but not as much as what the little girl told me. She made me watch, and told me it was my fault. Seeing how clean the house got, I was glad I sent my children to play in the cornfield for the day. Then I saw my significant other riding on their giant harvester harvesting the corns. I heard on the news today about a kid that fell down a nearby well when he was off wandering away from his parent. It's not my fault if that's the only way I can fit it. The police told me that my girlfriend's body was just found in my apartment. But that's impossible because I buried her in the woods last week. After the thin layer of ice cracked underneath me, I found myself numb in the freezing water trying to practice my survival skills. Then I saw the water around me turn red and I realized no previous training had prepared me from the carnivorous creatures of the lake. The message from deep space was so baffling that multiple linguists translated it again and again to make sure it wasn't a mistake, but the results were always the same unnerving question. Have you killed all the dolphins yet? She turned on her radio and heard, "Alex, whatever you do not enter the caves." She dropped the radio in shock. That was her voice. After what happened with the bad man, my mama gave me with my own pocket knife. Now the next time it happens, you just cut along here and it will numb the pain, sweetie, she told me, tracing an imaginary line across my wrist. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to watch more of this. This is Apallax. Stay tuned.